Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others are stuck in the grind of a 9-to-5 job? It might surprise you to learn that 70% of millionaires in the US are self-made, meaning they didn't inherit their wealth but created it themselves. This isn't just luck, it's a mindset and a set of strategies that keep the rich far away from traditional jobs. Here's a shocking fact. A Harvard study revealed that only 8% of people achieve their goals each year. The difference between this group and the wealthy? The rich think differently about money, time, and opportunity. They focus on creating value rather than just earning a paycheck. In this series, we'll explore how the wealthy are born into a mindset of freedom, how they prioritize ownership over salary, and why they choose to escape the rat race altogether. You'll learn how they teach their children, think creatively, and unlearn the habits that hold most people back. Get ready to discover the surprising strategies that keep the rich from working for others, and how you can apply these lessons to your own life. Whether you're looking to start a business, invest, or simply change your money mindset, there's something here for everyone. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The wealthy blueprint. Born into freedom of choice. It's often assumed the rich are born with everything handed to them on a silver platter. But the truth is more about how they are raised than what they're given. Rich parents teach their kids early on about the power of choice and control. Freedom of choice is a concept embedded deeply into wealthy households. A study by Thomas C. Corley, author of Rich Habits, found that 72% of wealthy people encourage their kids to pursue dreams, while only 3% of low-income families do the same. It's not just about telling kids to follow their dreams, but teaching them to think independently from a young age. Warren Buffett once said, "The more you learn, the more you earn," and this captures how the wealthy nurture freedom, the freedom to think, create, and choose. Another key to this mindset is being comfortable with risk. Those raised to believe working for others is safe often shy away from entrepreneurship. The wealthy, however, grow up learning that risk, when calculated, is a stepping stone to reward. 80% of millionaires in the US are self-made, proving that it's less about being born into riches and more about being born into a mindset of freedom and choice. Chapter 2. The life of ownership. Why control matters more than salary. The rich don't chase paychecks. Instead, they chase ownership. This strategy might be the biggest differentiator between those who accumulate wealth and those who don't. Ownership gives you control, and control leads to independence. While a steady job offers a salary, it also limits your potential by locking you into fixed income and little room for growth outside the boundaries of your role. Let's look at the numbers. According to a 2019 UBS Investor Watch, 77% of millionaires said they achieved their wealth through entrepreneurship and owning their own businesses. They didn't make millions by climbing the corporate ladder, they built it through owning assets. This could be businesses, real estate, or intellectual property. Think about this. In a traditional job, someone else owns your time and productivity. If you're working for someone else, they decide how much your time is worth. The wealthy flip this script. By owning something, whether it's a business, a piece of property, or even stock in companies, they ensure that they dictate the terms of their income. Take Jeff Bezos, for instance. He didn't build Amazon by working for someone else. He took ownership of the idea, the business, and every step along the way. That's why his net worth exploded far beyond any traditional salary could offer. As the saying goes, you'll never get rich working for someone else. Chapter 3. The learning curve. How the rich unlearn the employee mindset. One of the most powerful strategies the wealthy employ is the ability to unlearn the employee mindset. Schools teach us to get good grades, go to college, and find a job with benefits. But the rich often throw that playbook out the window. They focus on learning what actually matters for building wealth. Things like financial literacy, creativity, and problem solving. Research from WealthX, a wealth intelligence firm, found that 68% of the world's richest individuals have advanced financial knowledge, not necessarily because they went to top schools, but because they spent time learning outside traditional systems. The difference is clear. The rich don't just learn to get a job, they learn to create jobs. What does unlearning look like? It means questioning conventional wisdom, like the idea that a steady paycheck is the only way to achieve financial security. Instead, they look for ways to create value. Value creation is key. The rich often see problems as opportunities, and they learn how to solve them in ways that multiply wealth. This mindset is often the result of deliberate self-education. In Robert Kiyosaki's book Rich Dad Poor Dad, he highlights how traditional education teaches us to be good employees, but not good entrepreneurs or investors. The single most powerful asset we all have is our mind, Kiyosaki writes. The rich don't just invest in stocks or real estate. They invest in their own ability to think creatively and strategically. It's also worth noting that the wealthy are lifelong learners. Elon Musk famously taught himself rocket science by reading books after starting SpaceX. This commitment to continuous learning, especially outside the standard career path, sets the rich apart from the average person who may stop learning after landing a job. If you're enjoying these insights, don't forget to subscribe for more strategies on building wealth and changing your mindset. Chapter 4. Teaching the next generation lessons beyond textbooks. The rich don't rely on schools to teach their kids how to build wealth. Instead, they pass down practical lessons that go way beyond what's found in textbooks. Schools focus on getting a good education to land a job, but the wealthy teach their kids something very different: how to create jobs, manage money, and think strategically about financial opportunities. One striking statistic comes from a 2019 T. Rowe Price survey that found 74% of wealthy parents teach their kids about investing compared to just 27% of parents from lower-income households. The reason is simple. The rich understand that financial literacy is key to building and maintaining wealth. Kids who learn the value of saving, investing, and avoiding debt at an early age are far more likely to be financially successful as adults. Wealthy families also prioritize teaching emotional intelligence, EQ, how to handle pressure, negotiate, and build relationships. This often matters more in the real world than academic intelligence. Daniel Goleman, who popularized the concept of EQ, noted that emotional intelligence can be the difference between a person excelling and one who flounders. One famous example is Richard Branson, who credits his success to his parents teaching him resilience and independence from a young age. They encouraged him to pursue his ideas, even if it meant failing. The rich don't just pass on money. They pass on mindsets and skills that keep wealth growing across generations. Chapter 5. The billionaire's brain. Thinking in terms of value, not money. Here's a crucial difference between the wealthy and everyone else. They think in terms of value, not just money. Instead of focusing on how much they earn per hour or month, the rich look at how they can create value that multiplies over time. This mindset helps them make decisions that lead to massive growth, while others are stuck trading time for money. A Harvard Business School study found that most millionaires focus on building businesses or investments that appreciate in value, rather than just earning a salary. Whether it's launching a startup or buying undervalued real estate, they think long-term about how to grow their wealth. Take Steve Jobs, for instance. He didn't set out to make a quick buck with Apple. He focused on creating products that delivered massive value to people, which ultimately made Apple one of the most valuable companies in the world. Jobs once said, "You've got to start with the customer experience and work backward to the technology." This shows the rich prioritize value creation over chasing dollars. Even in personal finances, the rich think this way. They don't hoard cash, they invest it in assets like stocks, businesses, or properties that grow in value. Data from Fidelity reveals that 88% of millionaires are homeowners, and most of them didn't stop there. They often own multiple properties as a way to build more value over time. If you found this series insightful, be sure to subscribe for more tips on how to think and act like the wealthy. These strategies can change your life, and the journey to financial freedom starts now.